Lambs and Misery coming up in just about 15 minutes, but tell us what's going over at the Disney MGM studios.
Well, I can't believe it, Terry. Here I am at a cafeteria after having watched Hannibal the Cannibal. Give me a break. It's not real good for one's self-esteem or sense of security, might I add. But at least this is Cafeteria of the Stars. But, of course, I'm the only one here. Now, I will be a star, however, with my kids when I get home, because you should see what I've got here. I've been shopping till you drop. I've got Mickey embroidered. I've got Mickey knitted. I got colorful Mickey, Mickey in full color, and I've got Mickey stuffed. And that's not all. I've got more. In fact, I've even seen in a window over here Mickey playing the harp for a little music box, and I'm going to get that as soon as I possibly can. I'll just have to wait here, I guess, until the stores open in the morning. That's not all I've got. It's not all we've got for you folks at home. Misery's coming up, and Terry, with that in mind, there's just one thing I've got to say to you. Terry, I'm your greatest fan. Back to you.
So many famous personalities around, and actually we aren't real famous. We're just here to tell you about cable and all of the things that are happening on cable, along with Showtime. And it's our opportunity to introduce you to a lot of famous people. A little earlier we had Ted Turner stop by, say hello, John McLaughlin, a lot of famous people from Showtime, and throughout the weekend from around this area. So we're here really to tell you what's happening on cable and to give you an opportunity to try a premium service in your home. Showtime is one that's unique. It's got the big movies. It's also got the comedy along with the boxing too. And TCI has got some great things coming your way. Sharon Holland will be telling you what might be coming to TCI in the future.
Hi, I'm Sharon Holland with a cable consumer update. HDTV, or high-definition television, may be the wave of the future for television. But what does that mean for you? Well, it means having and enjoying a much larger picture screen with the clarity and resolution of the small screen. The HDTV picture will have the look and feel similar to that of a movie theater screen. HDTV being developed as we take television into tomorrow.
And there's so many neat things coming in the future that the TCI family is experimenting with, testing right now. We talked about HDTV, high-definition television. We also have fiber optics. So we talked about the DMX, digital music, that we're testing. So many neat things for you to enjoy in the future, along with Showtime now. And let's show you more of what you can get if you call now and order Showtime.
Hi, if you just joined us, this is TCI's Free Preview. I'm Shari-Lee Scott from Showtime, and we're proud to be part of the TCI family. You probably know that Showtime brings you some of today's top blockbuster movies, but did you know that we have classic movies too? I mean tried and true classics that have stood the test of time. Movies like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and A Night at the Opera starring the incomparable Marx Brothers.
At the Opera, the old Marx Brothers film. You can't go wrong with them. It's classic stuff.
They're very funny. They've like a lot of cerebral humor.
Now, what do you got to say to me?
Just this. Can you sleep on your stomach with such big buttons on your pajamas?
Why, you...
I thought the music was really great in it, and yeah, it's beautiful. And it was very beautiful.
And now, on with the opera. Let joy be unconfined. Let there be dancing in the streets, drinking in the saloons, and necking in the parlor. Play.
Groucho, Harpo, and Chico Marx conduct a fiasco in A Night at the Opera. This month on Showtime, we bring you the classics like no one can.
What was that, high C or vitamin D?
I guess it's unanimous. Night at the Opera hasn't lost its magic. It's in good company at Showtime, where we bring you the very best in entertainment. We have something for everyone. Showtime continues a great comic tradition with cutting-edge comedy specials. We have children's programs that are funny, moving, and imaginative. And you can catch the hottest bouts in championship boxing. In addition to blockbuster and classics, we bring you original movies made just for Showtime subscribers. No matter how you look at it, Showtime entertains you like no one can. So call and order Showtime today.
Hi, I'm Mark Summers from Nickelodeon's Double Dare, and what would you do? We've got what you want on Nickelodeon, and watch it on TCI.
So many things happening with TCI, and we want to say thanks to all of our employees who've been working throughout this weekend to take your calls at 1-800-964-2000. They'll be there throughout this week free installation of Showtime or any premium service if you call us right now. And the TCI family, I tell you, so many things that have been going strong. In fact, we talked last year donating $2 million to the MDA, 20,000 toys for Tots, and of course all the thousands of schools wired free for cable, and the Cable in the Classroom project, bringing education through the television set to many of our youth across the nation. And speaking of youth, here's a young man himself, Mr. Jim Stoddard. Jim, give us another live update from Denver, Colorado on what's happening on that phone bank.
It will be my very pleasure to do just that, Mr. Terry Rich. We are very, very busy here in the TCI Telecommunications Center. Let me just check the computer screen. We are whittling away at that backlog. We're about a 2.5-minute wait on the queue system, which is our hold. So you'll hear a recording saying that the operators are busy. They'll be right with you. And indeed they will. And it'll take about 2.5 minutes for them to get to your call. 1-800-964-2000 is that telephone number. Tell you what, jot it down. Give us a call, maybe 10 minutes or so if you'd like. And if you're already on hold, fine. Just stay where you are and we'll get right to you. However, there is another way that you can do this. Just call your local cable company tomorrow and say, hey, Stoddard said you got that special deal still going and I can get it. You'll get it that way, too. The Showtime preview, it's not just about the exciting movies that we have for you tonight. There's so much more to it, so much more entertainment on Showtime. And look at what is coming up. In April, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. You saw how much your kids enjoyed those crazy turtles tonight. We got them coming again in the second one. Also, The Doors, that great film by Oliver Stone, a controversial film by Oliver Stone, with the great music of Jim Morrison and The Doors. Coming up in May, we've got Backdraft, and that's up for Academy Awards for special effects. It was a fantastic film about heroic firefighters. And coming this summer, a special comedy presentation with Howie Mandel. Wow, have we got the entertainment coming for you on Showtime. Enjoy the preview, yes, but get that Showtime into your home by dialing 1-800-964-2000. Here's Terry Rich in Orlando, Florida.
Thanks, Jim Stoddard. Don't forget, you can take advantage of the free installation tonight at 1-800-964-2000. We'll get your name on the list. We'll make sure you get the free installation. Or you can call tomorrow or anytime really early this week and say, Jim Stoddard said I could still get the free installation on a premium service. How about it? And we'll take care of you. 1-800-964-2000. I'm glad he's using his name, giving away money like that with the installation. But I'm sure we'll take care of you. Give us a call. We're going back to Walt Disney World with Pat Bodey coming up next. Misery, that's going to happen in about 10 minutes. Grab yourself something cold to drink or something to eat if you've already ordered Showtime. We'll show you another feature, Misery, coming up in just a few minutes. But Pat Bodey is wrapping it up here at Walt Disney World, and it looks like she's near Roger Rabbit's area. How about it, Pat?
Well, I guess I'm near where Roger Rabbit once was, but as you can see by the sign up there, no tunes are allowed out here. What I thought was kind of funny was that there are a number of people that work here at the park, and they say that really doesn't show up very well during the day. You can really only see it at night, and so a lot of people don't even know it's there. But that's the window Roger Rabbit blew out of. Now, I'm taking your advice, Terry. I'm hoping somebody can figure out a way to get a monitor in here, because you see, I've got something, well, hot to drink, not cold. It's a little chilly here in Disney MGM Studios at Hollywood and Vine. But I've got something to drink here. I'm going to sit back and relax and try and watch Misery. And I'm just going to stick with this thing until breakfast time, at which time I can choose to order a Hollywood Scramble, Premier Pancakes, Hollywood and Vine French Toast. It's all right here in the menu over there. So we're sitting back, we're relaxed, we're happy, we're glad that you and Jim are busy, but things here are pretty relaxed at the old closed park at Disney World Resort. Back to you, Terry.
We're coming to you live from the Epcot Center right outside of Italy, and we visited England, Spain. We visited quite a few countries, all here in the World Showcase. So we have had a lot of fun throughout this weekend from the Walt Disney World Resorts. Again, coming up in a few minutes, Misery. Stay tuned. And we do want to, we talked about Pat, who's been checking out Walt Disney World. We also checked out Dixie Landings and the different resorts from around the area. Mickey and Minnie stopped by and said hello a little bit earlier. There's Aunt Martha. She was even there this afternoon, along with all the fun. And this is a kind of a moderately priced resort for the entire family. Dixie Landings, brand new, just opened up. They were handing out free muffins this morning for everyone. Hey, and there's Uncle George. So the entire family that we had fun at Dixie Landings here at Walt Disney World. It's the free preview weekend about to wrap up for TCI. It is the TCI family that we're talking about throughout this weekend. So if you're a member of Televents, Westmark, TCI, Heritage, or brand new United Artists, you're a part of the TCI. In fact, those of you with United Artists, you're the reason we're having these weekends showing premium services to you, encouraging you as a sampling to take one of these premium services. Today, the last hours of the Showtime preview, because we're celebrating your addition to our family. We're proud to be a part of your community and proud to have you with us. The largest cable company in the entire world. You're part of it, the #1 cable company, the TCI family. Jimmy Stoddard's going to stand by one more time. Let's get one more report on the phones in case you want to call tonight. He can tell us whether the folks are ready. And again, we said you can call, of course, your local cable company. But Jim Stoddard, take it away, and then we'll return, and then we'll go to Misery. How about it, Jim?
Well, you bet. I know a lot of people are standing by waiting for Misery. Maybe I should rephrase that. Anyway, the phones are still hot and heavy here, but we're whittling down the backlog. We're taking care of the people that are calling in and saying, hey, put my name down for Showtime. We're doing it to it. 1-800-964-2000. It's a very short wait right now, about 2.5 minutes on the queue system. But if you want to wait about 10 minutes after the movie begins, the volume here will die down. We'll be able to take care of you that much faster. 1-800-964-2000. Do enjoy the show. Here comes Terry Rich.
Okay, Jim Stoddard, thank you very much. You're watching a Showtime finale. This is the end. We're right down to the final minutes of the Showtime preview. Misery is coming up next. 1-800-964-2000 for our national phone bank, the hotline. And, of course, if you'd like the free installation, you'd like to give us a call tomorrow or ask questions locally, you can sure do that by calling your local cable offices across the country, your local cable system, and we'd be glad to help you. 1-800-964-2000 is our national hotline. In fact, that's going to be open throughout this week, too, to take your calls for the free installation of any new premium service. We're going to be back next weekend with even more entertainment and programming as we preview all of our premium channels. We've taken over these channels over the weekends. This is the first time this has been done nationwide like this, at this scale at all. And part of the reason is the TCI family asked the premium service, could you help us out, give us a bonus for the customers? Voila, here we are. Hey, voila, we're in the wrong place, aren't we? That's not Italy, that's probably France. We're at World Showcase at Epcot Center. Pat Bodey's going to give us one final report as we get ready for Misery. In fact, I think she's rolling up the street as we wrap up here on the East Coast of the Showtime preview. Get Set Misery's coming up. But Pat Bodey, what's going on over there?
Rolling up the street. I'm cleaning up the street. There I was relaxed, had a cup of coffee, and you guys put me back to work. I couldn't believe it. I really had myself set up. Terry, you really shouldn't have done this to me. This was just a little bit much. I really liked having my feet propped up like everybody at home ought to have, awaiting Misery. So I think that's what they ought to get back to doing, and as soon as I finish up this little crosswalk here, that's what I'm going to do. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Pat Bodey. Free preview weekend, Showtime. This is the first of 2 free preview weekends. We'll be right back here, same time, same places, with so much more entertainment. And we have to be honest, we're trying to entice you and entertain you between these movies to try a premium service. So much has happened. People say, you know, with videotape rentals and all that, what's happened with the premium services? They've gotten so much stronger because with all the new outlets for movies, there's been more produced. So you see so many more movies coming out and now available on the premium services. The premium services are doing a lot of original programs like Showtime's doing with Black Magic. And it's all available with better value now than ever. So call us, 1-800-964-2000. Operators are on duty throughout tonight and throughout this week. Write that telephone number down anytime this week. Give us a call, and we'll get you installed to a brand new service, premium service, like Showtime. Jim Stoddard, one final time, before we go to Misery, Jim Stoddard is standing by in Denver, Colorado, and I just want to check the queue system one more time. We're encouraging people, of course, to call if they'd like to get their name in tonight, but they can also call their local cable system tomorrow, right, Jim?
Yes, definitely, and it might be a good idea to do so because so many people are checking in with Showtime tonight that the queue system is still very full. We're still at a 2.5-minute wait. It's been very, very steady as we wait for Misery to come on in on our movie screens. Also, don't forget, when you check in with either the operators here in Denver tonight or your local cable system, make sure you ask about the special combination offers. I think you'll be very surprised and delighted at the special combination prices and price discounts that are available when you order Showtime or premium channels in combination. Very special deal. Make sure that you ask your operator about it, either calling here, toll-free 1-800-964-2000, or your local cable company. Here's Terry Rich one more time.
One more time, we want to remind you that you're part of the TCI family watching this weekend. We've had quite a few cable updates to tell you some of the things that are being tested for the future. And we're about 3 or 4 more minutes from misery. 12:40 is when we said it'd start, and we're getting everything set up. We want to show you more of what might be coming your way, though, if you call now and order Showtime.
There's a time to laugh. Oh, there's a time to cry. There are times you can't let pass you by. Did you see it on Showtime? They got the movies no one else can show. Did you see no other channel has them. Anywhere you go, they'll entertain you like no one else I know. Did you see it? Did you see that show? Did you see it on Showtime?
Well, this is probably the best time. You remember, if you get Showtime and you get a premium service, there are no commercials. There are no breaks. So if you need to go to the restroom, we'd like to tell you now's the time to do it, because the movie is going to start in just a couple of minutes from right now. And Pat, I can't think of a better introduction than that to say how are things going over at the Disney MGM Studios in Orlando.
Thanks a lot. You have me in a cafeteria after Hannibal the Cannibal, and now I'm after you make reference to a restroom break. This is just great, Terry. I really appreciate it. But look at this thing in the window here. That Minnie playing the harp. Isn't that absolutely darling? I finished cleaning the crosswalk, so I've had a little time to do some extra window shopping, and this is what I noticed earlier. I play the harp and collect these little miniature things, so I'm going to just sit around and make sure I'm here when this opens in the morning so nobody else will grab this. I really want it. Now, that's one of the wonderful things about Disney World, is if you have anything you collect, you can probably find Mickey or Minnie, doing something with it. So that's what we have from here. Terry, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Pat Bodey. In fact, next weekend, as we do the final free preview weekend here on this channel, maybe we can get Pat to play the harp, and Jim Stoddard, we'll see if we can't get it. I understand he's in a commercial that's playing now for a famous pizza company. So maybe we'll try to get that on next week and show you Jim Stoddard in that famous Pizza Hut commercial. He's not the black lady singing the lead in this Pizza Hut commercial. He's in it, though, and we'll try to show that to you maybe next weekend. But this is the final day of the Showtime preview. Free installation of Showtime or any other premium service by calling us tonight or calling your local cable company anytime during this week. We're wrapping them up, though. You'll want to call right away to make sure you save the money with a free call, too, there. So that's all what's happening with this Showtime preview. Okay, let's go to misery. Enjoy the movie, our final movie of the Showtime preview. We'll be back to regular programming when it comes in the morning. We'll see you next weekend for more of the big weekends happening from TCI, your cable company. Proud to be a part of your community and to have you with us. Thanks for subscribing. Have a great night and enjoy misery as we wrap up the Showtime Free Preview weekend.